It's weird to me that something as simple as a canoe can bring memories just rushing back to the forefront of your mind. Even just looking at a canoe paddle hanging up in the garage, or a map sitting on the coffee table, takes me right back. I didn't realize it while he was around, but canoe trips for me are also tied closely with my dogs. I've never been on a trip without one of them. That winter though, when we lost our old Newfoundland dog Hugo, I couldn't bring myself to think about canoe trips, or anything else for that matter. It just hurt too much. With the coming spring though, my wife and I decided to get another pup. He was funny as heck, cute as a button, and totally full of beans. But he might have been exactly what I needed. We'd only had him for a couple of weeks when the ice would come off in northwestern Ontario. And even with a heavy heart, I know I needed to go back and show my new pup the wonders of the backcountry. And maybe somehow it would ease the pain of a broken heart. This is the story of that special canoe trip. I've just arrived in Wildness Caribou here. Just put in on Liano Lake. It's an absolutely stunning day. Absolutely gorgeous here. Wow. First trip of the year. The ice was out maybe 10 days ago here. And yeah, I cannot tell you how excited I am just to be out on the water right now. Has been a long winter, and it hasn't maybe been the best winter I've ever had. We lost Hugo, our Newfoundland dog, right around Christmas time, and honestly it was just kind of a depressing long winter, but we've got a new pup with us. His name's Walter. He's a sweetheart, and I could not be more excited to be out here with a new dog to show him the Boreal forest and just camp and explore. They're so much fun, and I love him so much already. We've only had him for a few weeks, but he's gonna be a good dog. And of course, I've got sweet Betty Lou out here as well. So 2 healers on a trip, a puppy, ice out in Woodland Caribou. Doesn't get a whole lot better. It's interesting now looking back on this trip. I clearly remember on the long drive up to Red Lake, driving through a snowstorm and sleeping in a frozen car with the dogs. I remember thinking to myself, what am I doing? If I wasn't already 1,500 kilometers away from home, I might have turned around. But I'm so glad I didn't, because this turned out to be one of the best trips I've ever experienced, and exactly what I needed at this time. It had been months since I'd last paddled a canoe, walked along a portage, or even looked at my cameras. But everything seemed to fall into place once my friend Albert from Gold Seekers Outfitters dropped us off at the Liano access. Getting back on the water with nothing to think about other than what's right in front of you is like chicken soup for the soul. Come on, let's go. It was kind of an odd feeling coming back to Bunny Lake with our new pup. In some ways, it was a constant reminder that Hugo wasn't coming back, and as I paddled past campsites I'd stayed at with him before on this lake, I'd be lying if I said I didn't shed a tear. But I think that's all part of life, and grief, and exactly why I was so grateful to be back here. This would be the first night that Walt would spend in the backcountry. The first of many this summer, and hopefully many, many more throughout his life. It was entertaining at camp watching him figure things out and see his personality develop. I could tell immediately that he was much different than Betty Lou. He was more affectionate and a pretty sweet little pup that had a serious addiction to pine cones, which thankfully in woodland caribou there is a never-ending supply of.
Well, this has been a short and sweet day one to the trip. Only made it across Leano Lake to Bunny Lake, and yeah, definitely feel very rusty and feel like it's been a little while since I've been in a canoe, since I've used a camera, since I set up the tarp, since anything, but it just feels really, really, really good to be back. Feels nice to be hanging out with the dogs and just enjoying this beautiful day. Extremely lucky with the weather today. Cannot wait for tomorrow. I'm going to work my way towards Mexican Hat Lake, and honestly really no expectations as to how far I'm going to get tomorrow, but take it one day at a time, one portage at a time, and see how young Walt does, because he's pretty interested in just about every stick on the forest floor right now. But awesome day.
There's something amazing about waking up in the backcountry on a beautiful spring morning. It's my favorite time of year. The air's still cool and the water's frigid, but most days it doesn't take too long for the sun to warm you up. With a stiff breeze starting early in the morning, I wasn't exactly sure how far we'd make it today, but I was excited to get back on the water and paddle my way west across this incredible park.
Morning of day two here in Woodland Caribou, and it is a cool morning, quite breezy, a breeze from the east, which is kind of unusual. It normally means bad weather's coming, but I actually think the next few days are looking all right, other than the wind. Let's go. Good boy. Kind of lucky today with this wind that I'm going through a series of really small lakes. And now that I'm off Bunny Lake, and I've got a windbreak with the tree line here, it's actually beautiful and warm right now. It feels so nice to have that sun on your back. Walter, come on, up, up, come on, up. Love that little portage. It's that little tiny waterfall running in here. I've seen quite a few eagles here in the past, none this year, but I know there's lots of them here. Couple hours into the day now, it's just about 11 o'clock, and I've done 3 portages so far, all really small and very straightforward, but making good progress today. And other than the wind, it's absolutely beautiful out right now. The wind's actually keeping all the bugs down, as well as the cool temperatures, so cannot complain too much at all. Starting to get into a little bit of a older burn here. Not complete devastation like some places in woodland caribou, but definitely a lot of dead trees. But all the jack pines are starting to fill in and take up the space. It's amazing how fast it really does come back. I think this might be East Lunch Lake, and that portage that leads you into this lake is gorgeous. I've done it a couple times now, and yeah, I don't know. I always like coming out in that big rock wall right there. I always think it's quite picturesque.
This is where the park really starts to change for me. Some of the lakes closer to the Liano axis are still green and alive, but at this point in the park, the effects of all the recent forest fires can be seen everywhere you look. It's almost transformed into a completely different world. I think it's what makes woodland caribou such an amazing place to explore.
Okay, come on, Walt, let's go. Coming up to one of my favorite portages in the park here. This one's is really, really, really gorgeous. Little waterfall, and yeah, it's kind of cool.
I've always loved portaging with the dogs. You never really feel alone on the trail when they're with you, and they can make finding the trails easy if you get them to lead the way. Betty Lou has always hated being in the lead and always wants to be right behind you at your heels. Walt, on the other hand, seems to be more like Hugo and doesn't seem to mind taking the lead. Thankfully, he only gets a few feet ahead before waiting for you to catch up.
Okay. One. Making excellent time today. Dogs are both being so good. Walt is exceptional for a 4-month-old puppy. He's doing extremely well, just like Betty Lou was when she was a pup, and even Hugo when he was a puppy. It's crazy here. It just feels like you're the only person that's ever been in this park. You know, there's hardly anything that feels like it's been touched by people, at least in this section of the park. It feels almost prehistoric. Just going for a swim there, Lou. Come on, buddy. Couple casts and a little pike. Huh. See you, buddy. Gone. Not a bad little fish. See you, buddy. There you go. So I've made it onto what I think is Jake Lake. For some reason this map I printed out doesn't have the lake names on this copy, but I'm pretty sure it's Jake Lake. And it looks like there's quite a few campsites here, so shouldn't have any problem finding one.
As it turned out, I wouldn't have any problem finding a campsite. There was a perfect site with an open space for the tarp, where we could watch the sun go down and enjoy the springtime warmth. It couldn't have been more perfect. With the sun on our face and the wind at our back, these are the days you wish everyone could experience in the backcountry.
Day 2 of the trip in the books now, and yeah, that was a extremely enjoyable day. Right from start to finish. It was a little cool in the morning, but things warmed up. And thankfully with the small lakes, the wind didn't really make much of a difference, and it was absolutely gorgeous here today. Couldn't have found a nicer campsite. This is one of those spots that I will definitely come back to. Morning of day 3, and it is another absolutely gorgeous day here. Gentle breeze from the east, and it's actually fairly mild this morning too, considering it's middle of May right now. we all got a good night's rest, and yeah, it feels unbelievable to be on the water. Nice. It's gorgeous through here. There's quite a few moose tracks on that last portage. In this series, there's about 5 or 6 portages that lead you from Jake Lake into Mexican Hat, and it's very pretty through here. This is definitely one of my favorite sections, and all the portages are super short. Even the last one is only 300 meters, and it's kind of beside a waterfall, and yeah, it's gorgeous. Wow.
You never like to see each other in each other's eyes, naked to the bruising of our fruits, and we'd even let our own house burn. It's only just a step, one step outside towards the garden hose. Oh Lord, I wanna be there to weep when the burdens are all laid down. Lord, I wanna be there to laugh when a stillness
Hey,
so
sit.
sweet.
Sit.
I don't think that the day could have been going any better. I was making such good time, the dogs were both doing so well, and I was getting close to the waterfall that leads into Mexican Hat Lake. This trip just had such a great vibe. I could honestly do this every day, and I wish I was there right now.
I got 2 more portages, I guess, until I'm at Mexican Hat Lake, and it's 11:20, so I've only been on the water for just over 2 hours, and I'm only maybe less than a kilometer away, so. island behind me that normally I would stay at when I'm on Mexican Hat Lake. It's honestly, it's one of my favorite campsites. But I think it's going to be a little bit too windy there today, so I'm going to try this other site that's up on the north arm of Mexican Hat Lake. I've stayed here with my brother before, and it was okay. It was very buggy, but it should be warmer, and we'll check it out anyways. Got camp more or less set up now, and it's actually a much nicer site than I remember it. And I'm wondering if that's just because of the weather. It's such a beautiful day, and I think when I stayed there with my brother, it was wet, cold, and windy, and buggy, and it was just about everything you didn't want to deal with on a canoe trip. But much nicer day. It's absolutely gorgeous. Sand beaches all around me here, and I'm just about to paddle up to the outflow, I guess it is, of Mexican Hat Lake here. Let's see if I can't catch some walleye for dinner, because I'm starving. Well, it took a couple minutes longer than expected, but that is an absolutely gorgeous walleye. Good size. Oh, it's just post spawn here. You can see he's got his stuff going on. So, anyways, this guy's dinner for sure. Beautiful. First ever fish fry, buddy. Gentle. Ah, gentle. Good boy. Ooh, like that. Well, day 3 of the trip now in the books, and that was an extremely enjoyable day. Nice to have the fish for dinner, and nice to find an old campsite that I think maybe I was the last one to have a fire here, because there's moss growing in the fire pit, and me and my brother were here quite a few years ago now on a fishing trip, and yeah, lots of good memories here. My wife's been on me for years now to kind of slow down and try to enjoy the lakes and the campsites and not just push every day, and honestly I think maybe she's onto something, because this to me has been such an enjoyable trip, and I'm only 3 days in. Yeah, well, we got 9 or 10 more to go. It's going to be a good trip. morning of day 4, and wow, what an unbelievably beautiful day it is today. Holy. Clear skies, sunshine. The wind seems to have kind of died off a little bit for the first time really since I've got here. There's a little creek section of the west end of Mexican Hat Lake that's always kind of interesting to paddle through. Lots of songbirds normally this time of year. Red-winged blackbirds everywhere. And I saw one of the biggest moose I've ever seen in my life on this section too. So go very quiet and see if can't see any wildlife along the way here. Oh well, let's go. Yeah.
I got very lucky to see that eagle and the eaglet. It wasn't expected, especially in the middle of a burn area. But as I would find out even more so later on this trip, nature is incredible. And even in the starkest of landscapes, wildlife seems to find a way to survive.
Oh, it feels good to have that portage done. That one is, yeah, it's a bit of a slog, but honestly, it was kind of nice. This year it's so dry. It's unbelievably dry in the bush. I've been on that portage before, and the end of it that leads up to whatever this little pond is called here, it's been like a stream coming in. So yeah, unbelievably dry, like midsummer almost. Which I don't know if that's a good sign up here. Not that there's much left to burn in some spots, but bigger every day. This is one of my favorite parts of Woodland Caribou, right through here. It's quiet, it's kind of narrow, you know, you got bare rock walls on either side of you. Feels so desolate and so remote and wild and just like a complete different planet almost, like a moonscape. I've been here with my wife, I've been here with my brother, and they both had the same reaction. You know, they're kind of like just in awe of how wild and different it looks. So it's kind of a unique experience paddling through here. Love this campsite. Huh. Feels good to be back, Lou. get that boil. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That's how we do it out here. Unbelievable day here in Woodland Caribou. Maybe my favorite day on the trip so far. I couldn't be happier to come back to this campsite. Got a lot of good memories here. It's almost hard being back here. Just makes me miss my old dog, that's all.
This trip for me was a bit of a healing mission. You know, I'm not sure if I'm the only one who feels this way, but on canoe trips, especially when I'm alone, I have a hard time not thinking about family and friends. In this trip, I couldn't keep my old dog off my mind. As it turns out, I'd spent all summer missing him, and I miss him right now. But at that time, on that lake, sitting there thinking about him was exactly what I needed. And I was right where I was supposed to be.
Morning of day 5 now, and yeah, I honestly cannot believe how beautiful the weather has been for me on this trip so far. It's honestly unbelievable. I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing with Betty Lou and young Walter here. Should be entertaining. I haven't really done a whole lot of fishing with these guys in the canoe yet, so take it real easy. I'm gonna troll around, see if we can't get some lake trout, and see if I can keep these two wild beasts under control somewhat. Lots of pike. Eddie, sit. Not what I was expecting. Not a bad little pike at all. Actually, that's pretty good size. But yeah, you're going back in the water, buddy. Healthy and happy. God. Here, brother. That's literally the same pike I caught. It's the exact same one. See you, buddy. Go on. Go on. Okay, 2 identical pike. Well, actually the same pike, and 1 trout that I lost. So, see if I can get on an actual lake trout here. I had the trout in the net, jumped out of the net, and then it spit the hook. So I'm trying very hard to keep the dogs calm, and I think part of the reason that Lou gets so excited is because I get so excited. I think it's really my own doing. So I'm trying to stay as calm as I can while fishing so that Lou can stay as calm as she can, and that Walt hopefully doesn't pick up any of those really bad habits that she has fishing. Otherwise, she's literally almost a perfect dog, if there's such a thing. Look at the size of this guy. He's not massive, but that's a nice pike. Holy. Okay, he's going back. Big pike there, Lou. Very easy. Another nice northern. I can actually see in his gut that he's got another like good sized pike in his stomach. Its tail's half out its mouth. I can't get a shot of that, but that's okay, buddy. See ya. Wow. Another pike, and it actually feels quite decent. We'll see what it looks like here. That's a nice fish. Look at this guy. Oh, tell me that isn't a gorgeous, gorgeous lake trout. Oh yeah, baby. Such a nice fish. Wow. Okay, he's going back. See ya, dude. Oh, that feels so good. That's why you come to woodland caribou. That is beautiful. Beautiful lake trout fishing right there.
My day up to this point had been perfect. I'd just caught a lake trout, the sun was out, I was in my favorite place, staying at my favorite campsite, with my two amazing little dogs. I couldn't have asked for more. But as I was trolling along on my way back to camp to grab a bite and relax for a while, out of the corner of my eye, almost directly overhead of me, standing on an exposed rock ledge, was a woodland caribou. The wind pushed me back into this quiet little bay, and I sat there and watched this animal almost in disbelief at how lucky I was to witness this. I had no idea at first that there was a calf with her. I'm no expert, but I think that she'd just recently given birth, and I was lucky enough to witness the calf's first steps. I don't know if I'll ever get the good fortune to see this again, and I'm still blown away at how amazing an experience this was for me to witness.
saw that. I'm sure that cow had just given birth. That's unreal. That calf could barely walk. Like, barely walk at all. He was stumbling all over the place. Like, I honestly think he was just born. I don't know when they are born, but it's gotta be right now. That is so cool to see. I could hear him crying too. I could hear him or something like that. The mom kind of huffed back. That is unbelievable. Wow, what a privilege to see that. They're still back there, but I will leave them in peace. Let them do their thing. That is really unbelievable. Wow. Crazy.
This is really one of those days that I will remember forever. It was probably the highlight of my summer seeing that. I'd paddle back to camp and cast out a few times for dinner. Lake trout to top off one of the nicest days of canoe tripping I've ever had. What a place this is.
Well, I don't really know what to say about today other than it was truly unbelievable to get the chance to see that caribou and the calf. That was a special moment that I will remember forever and ever for sure. I've had a few incredible wildlife encounters over the years. You know, that one's got to be right up there with one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Just feel very lucky to have seen it. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but man, highlight of the trip on whatever day this is, day 5 maybe, day 6, I don't even know. That was just, that kind of blows my mind. Incredible day. Morning of day 6, I think it is now. I mean, truly, like, I don't think I could ask for better weather on a canoe trip. I don't know if I've had better weather on a canoe trip in my life. This is unbelievable. Gonna head out fishing today. Hopefully catch some more lake trout and some more pike. I'm gonna head into the inflow right now, I think. I'm just like dumbfounded how beautiful it is right now. It's just flat calm. And yeah, unreal. Haven't seen anybody yet. The inflows probably a kilometer away, and all I can hear is the water running into the lake and the birds chirping, and that's about it. Pretty nice. It's probably just a small pike based on where I'm at. But you never know. It doesn't feel very big.
lake trout. Wow. Wow, that's a beauty. Look at this guy. It's not a nice fish. That guy's gonna be my lunch or dinner today. Yesterday I let the first one go and I didn't really catch another one all day until I got back to camp. So yeah, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. Thanks, buddy. Wow, what a start to the day. Guys, sit. 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 It's not a bad fish. Hey, bud. Oh, lay down. Lay down. Another fish on here. Nice lake trout. Oh, that's Walter. This thing is absolutely amazing. Oh, wow. It's probably close to 10 pounds, I'd say. 8 pounds maybe. Nice. Another perfect day of woodland caribou. There's really no other way to describe it. It was unbelievable, really. Other than the massive wildfires that were raging in the distance, just across the Manitoba border, I didn't have a worry in the world. I wasn't too concerned for myself though, as there wasn't much fuel around me. I would spend all day out exploring and fishing, and it was heaven. Again though, in a completely different part of the lake, I would spot a caribou off in the distance, on a ridgetop downwind of me. Before I could even turn my camera on, it was gone. I was disappointed, but still happy to see it. Later on though, I would find a cow and a calf caribou together on the only patch of land on this lake that wasn't completely burned to a crisp. I didn't know it at the time, but this was the same caribou I'd seen the day earlier. She had somehow, amazingly, safely led her new calf halfway around the lake to this sheltered little oasis with nothing but burn all around. I couldn't quite believe it. Seeing these two together again was incredible. Watching them together, the calf feeding and mom standing patiently, was once again something I'll never forget. I didn't stay long, but what I saw that day was a great reminder of just how remarkable these animals are. I couldn't possibly get any luckier to have witnessed them twice in 2 days.
that's not just an unbelievable way to end the day, then I don't know what is. Wow. This place is crazy. Cow and a calf. Well, truly just another incredible day here. This place just has some magic about it at times, I guess. Seeing the caribou and the fishing, and yeah, just so happy to be back here. You know, it was a really long winter after losing Hugo. I didn't want to edit, I didn't want to film. Yeah, didn't want any part of any of this, and this is the first time since then that I've just been happy to be out, happy to be using the camera again, and yeah, just back outside. Yeah, just love it here. Really, really, really do love it here.
With a bit of a heavy heart, I knew that this morning I would be smart to pack up and leave my favorite place. I still had quite a long ways to go to complete my loop, and even though I could stay here forever, I knew it was time. I would leave the caribou in peace and paddle away, hoping for more incredible wildlife along the way. Once again, the weather cooperated, and it was absolutely stunning out. I wasn't in a hurry, which was nice. I could really take my time and enjoy the day. Even the portages would be enjoyable.
Come on, dude. Let's go. Last time I came through this section, saw a caribou up on the south shore here, so I'm just gonna stay quiet. I obviously know there's caribou around here, so you never know, I might get lucky again and see another one. boy, come. Come on. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You got it. Yeah. Good boy, Walter. Ooh. Down at the south end here of a Gian now, off the main massive body of water here. And there's actually quite a bit of greenery down here. I'm actually surprised at how many trees have survived this, whenever the last fire was that rolled through here. I'm gonna find a campsite here, and if I have time, I'll go see if I can make my way to that cave. But yeah, wow. Quiet down here.
There's not a lot of camping at times around here, so when you see a flat treed area, it's generally a pretty good idea to set up. This site was great, and it was only a few kilometers to a cave on the north end of Gian Lake. It was hot out, so before setting up camp, and still with lots of daylight so the pups could dry off, I decided to take them swimming. Walt did great, and I think they both enjoyed cooling down.
Come. Good. Good boy. Okay. Ready? We're gonna go back now. We'll go back. Steady. Good. Come on, Walt. Good boy. I'm right here with you. Eh? Good boy. Come on. Come on. Nicely done, buddy. Nicely done. Oh, you look like a drowned rat. Eh? You look like a drowned rat, Walt. Come here. Walter, come. You. Oh, you are a pain. Yes. You keep following me around. Probably because you want your dinner. Eh? You want dinner? Yeah. Up. Girl. No. Well, it was such a spectacular night here on the Gian Lake that I thought I'd have to come out for a paddle. Cannot sit at camp when it's that nice. It's just too tempting just to get back out on the water a little bit. So I'm gonna go see if I can find that cave again. I think I'm maybe camped, I don't know, maybe 3 kilometers, maybe a little bit more. So I'll be, times 7, 8, 9, oh. I'll be sunsetting when I'm back, I guess. So. Made good time getting over here. It's way bigger than I remember. When I was paddling over here, just the size of the opening there, you wouldn't think that it'd be that big inside. It's actually huge. You could stand up in here. It looks like a little, I don't know, something's been building a nest in here. That is cool. That's so cool. Well, that is absolutely worth coming to see again, even though I've seen it before. That is a cool spot. Wow. Just a little hidden gem. Another fantastic day here in Woodland Caribou. Fairly uneventful, but sometimes uneventful on a canoe trip's not a bad thing. It was just a beautiful day, nice for paddling. I mean, I feel like every day on this trip has been just like that almost. The first couple may be windy, but I mean, honestly, I don't know how much better it gets than what I'm experiencing right now. Very, very, very lucky. Wow, what another absolutely stunning morning here in Woodland Caribou. Unbelievable. This weather is just insane. Checked the long range forecast today and it's saying sun as long as the forecast goes for the next week at least. So yeah, insane. I honestly, I don't know if I've ever been on a canoe trip like this before, so I'll take it though. I will absolutely take it. This is unbelievable. Come on guys, let's go. Come on, Walt, where are you? Good boy. Girl, Luke. Hey? work, guys. Paddling down the shoreline here on south of Gian, and I don't think I've seen these pictographs before. Definitely a moose. I'm not entirely sure what the other, or maybe it's caribou, but I don't know what the other two are, but that is wild. There's a lot of pictographs in this park, and some of them haven't even been noted yet. Like, people are still finding new ones. So I'm sure people have seen these ones. I'm sure these ones are probably marked on maps. I just didn't mark them on mine, but that's amazing. I love seeing these. One of my favorite portages in the park. Not really for any particular reason. I just kind of like how open it is, and you can see the little waterfall as you're walking along the falls there, or walking along the portage. Yeah, I find it quite scenic, especially on a nice sunny day like today. Got two more portages before I'm on Paul Lake. Neither of them super long, so it's 12:30. Probably another couple hours, I bet, and I'll be there. Ready? Good work, guys. Looks like I've made it on the Paul Lake here. That last portage was listed as like 150 or 60 meters or something on my map, and it was maybe 30 meters, 40 meters, which I always love those surprises. Another day done here on this trip, and all I can say is it's just been as enjoyable as all the others so far. This trip is kind of setting a new precedent for just how enjoyable and relaxing a trip can be. Well, another absolutely stunning morning here. Unbelievable, this weather. It's just unbelievable. Back up. Back. Back, 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 back. Girl. Girl. Come on, Lou, up. Up. Steady. Up. Girl. There's a lot of new growth in this section of the park here. I don't know what year the fire was that ripped through this section, but tons of little jack pine, all 5-6 feet high. I'm sure this next portage will be thick with them.
As it turned out, the portage was full of new growth, thick as molasses in places. It was also full of blowdowns crisscrossing their way across the portage trail. There wasn't hundreds of them or anything, but I definitely spent an hour or two clearing the trail. It's kind of a blessing and a curse being the first person on any portage trail at the start of spring. Sometimes you've got a lot of work ahead of you, but it's also nice knowing that you're the first person this season to portage through there. Eventually, after clearing the trail and lugging all our gear to the end of the portage, we'd land on a lake we would end up calling home for the night. We'd find a small island with some green trees that I'd stayed at before. It was nice to be back there once again.
Try your luck. Kind of been a bit of a weird weather afternoon here. It's smoking hot, and then all of a sudden these kind of big dark clouds, and I don't know whether it's smoke or whether it's actual cloud, but anyways, they blew over. Wind got kind of crazy, and now it's just absolutely flat calm. So I'm gonna troll around here for a couple hours. I see some fish rising. I think this is a trout lake. So let's see if there's any trout in here. This water in this lake is very tea-stained. I've never caught any fish, I don't think, on this lake, so it almost strikes me as like more of a walleye lake, but I don't think there's walleye in here. It's called Lunch Lake. I don't know if that's because you got to pack a lunch, or it's because you catch lunch here, though. for me so far, I'd be packing a lunch. Not even entirely sure what day of the trip I'm on right now, and I like that feeling. There's nothing wrong with taking 3, 4, 5 day trips, but I always feel like the longer the trip, the more immersed you are in everything that you're around. And yeah, it's been a pleasure being out here so far. I haven't seen another soul yet, and I honestly hope that continues the rest of the trip. Tomorrow I'm going to head to Bunny Lake. In the last few hours the wind's changed direction and is now coming from the west, and it's blown in all the forest fire smoke from the Manitoba wildfires. It's thick. I can feel it in my throat. I can taste the denseness in the air right now almost. But yeah, I'm not sure what direction the wind's coming from the next few days, but regardless, it's been an amazing trip so far, and I can't wait for the next few days. Well, another beautiful morning here, although extremely smoky this morning. That westerly wind definitely blowing in the Manitoba wildfire smoke right now. So you can taste it, you can feel it in your throat. It's yeah, kind of nasty. It smells like a great big bonfire. It's not burning very well going off right beside you. So anyways, off to Bunny Lake today. Gonna spend 2 days on Bunny Lake, I think. Try and do some fishing, exploring. Yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of having a chill couple days here. Slept like a baby last night on that little island. It's perfect temperature. It's been crazy how mild it's been. I just, done trips up here in the spring with snow. I was in a trip once in Wabakimi in mid-June and got snow. So to be up here in the middle of May, now I guess we're getting closer to the end of May now, but to have these temperatures just like steady, it's just kind of blowing my mind. Crazy. I love there's so many songbirds here in the morning. As soon as that sun comes up, and it's early here, all you hear is these songbirds. And I downloaded this app. I'm sure probably most people are aware of it already, but it's called Merlin. And I don't really know anything about birds. But this app, it identifies the birds based on you can do it based on their sounds. So you kind of know what you're hearing, and it's crazy. So now it's telling me that I've got a Wilson's warbler, a white-throated sparrow and a robin. And then this morning I had a gray jay, I had loon, what else do I have? Goose, obviously you recognize those noises. What else did I have though? I had something else, another type of warbler I think. Or Swanson's thrush or something like that maybe. That was another one of the birds I had. Anyways, if you don't have this app and you're interested in birds and you don't really know what you're listening for or looking at, this app is really, really, really cool. Come on, guys. Feels nice to be back in this forest, out of the burn areas, or the major burn anyways. The rest of the trip should be all in green space, so kind of nice. It's amazing, you take for granted that when you go on canoe trips, the forest is just going to be green. You could do an entire trip here in Woodland Caribou just through burn areas. So, you definitely learn to appreciate the green forest. That's for sure. Okay, come on, let's go. Good boy. Oh, Walt. Different technique.
paddled this section of this park before, and it's absolutely gorgeous through here. Again, just out of the burn, all green. It's kind of cool following that beaver dam along that wall. That's cool. One more little portage, I'm on Bunny Lake, so almost there. It's another extremely hot day today. Holy man, that's warm. Nice when you're actually on the water with the breeze, but even those little portages, you're just soaked.
Eventually, I'd make my way to my camp on Bunny Lake. This lake is close to the edge of the park and would end up being my last campsite of the trip. It was about as close to perfect a site as you could get, with a breeze on the point to keep the flies away and a flat sheltered area for the tarp. I couldn't have asked for more. My plan for the next couple of days was to rest and relax, which I did lots of. I'd originally planned on catching lots of trout and seeing tons of wildlife, neither of which happened on this lake for me. But that's okay. That's what happens sometimes. I was honestly just happy to be there. Spending 2 hours getting a 3-second shot of a gray jay, or spending hours aimlessly trolling around for trout, felt like exactly where I was supposed to be.
Well, this is my last night here in Woodland Caribou, on this trip anyways. It's been a incredible trip, as every other trip I've taken here has been as well. It's bittersweet leaving this place. It's truly one of my favorite places on earth, maybe my favorite place on earth. And yeah, I just feel very lucky and privileged to be able to come back here and experience all the things I've been able to experience. Seeing that caribou was unbelievable. The caribou and calf was just, yeah, it was one of those things that not many people will ever get to see, and I feel very, very lucky to have seen that. It's been really nice having a puppy along. A lot of work, but a lot of fun as well. And you know, you remember why you get these little guys, eh? Bring enjoyment to your life and to their life, eh? You're a lot of fun, little guy, eh? You're a lot of work, but you're a lot of fun. There's something very special about tripping with dogs. It just feels like they're supposed to be here. Haven't even left yet, and already planning my next trip here, so yeah.
I hate leaving this place. It's really an incredible part of the country that we are lucky to have. It's a place that I've been so fortunate over the years to have made so many incredible memories. And a spot that also brings back so many memories. I left for this trip with a heavy heart, and although my old dog Hugo wasn't here with me anymore, for the first time in months, I was starting to feel better. I thought that the healing process would be quick, but as I found out over the summer months, it wouldn't be. I'm not sure, even years after, why you can remember every moment of a canoe trip like it was yesterday, but there's something truly special about that, for me anyways. I can remember every stupid joke I've made with my wife, every buggy portage along the way. And every time I revisit these places, I can see and hear my old friend, even if it's just a whisper in the woods. you